The following is our technique on in-office needle arthroscopy with meniscal repair for meniscal lesions of the knee. Advantages of this procedure include reduced operating room utilization and avoidance of anesthesia, along with real-time evaluation of additional intra-articular pathology. The minimal invasive approach allows for faster recovery times post-operatively. Of note, there is a learning curve when performing these procedures with wide-awake patients present. Relevant surface markers are shown in the clinical photo. Standard anterolateral and anteromedial arthroscopic portals are made using an 11-blade scalpel. A 2 mm stab incision is made aiming toward the intercondylar notch to accommodate the 1.9 mm 0-degree viewing needle arthroscope. No capsulotomy is performed in order to prevent discomfort to the patient, as well as to prevent extravasation of fluid through the portal around the needle instruments. A thorough diagnostic arthroscopy is conducted viewing the medial gutters and medial compartment, along with the lateral gutters and lateral compartment, the notch and the ACL, PCL, as well as the patellofemoral joint and suprapatellar pouch. Attention is then directed to the medial compartment, demonstrating a meniscal tear. The meniscus is evaluated using a probe. If the tear is deemed repairable, then the meniscus is reduced with a probe and the repair site is prepared with a meniscus rasp to promote a healing response. Next, the all-inside device is set to a depth of 14 to 16 millimeters depending on the size of the patient and inserted. The meniscus is penetrated with the trocar through meniscus and capsule. It is paramount to ensure that the needle has not pierced the skin prior to deploying the first anchor. The device is then pulled back and reinserted in either a vertical or horizontal mattress fashion dictated by the tear morphology, and the second anchor is deployed. The sutures are tightened and then subsequently cut. The stability and quality of the repair can be tested using a probe. Additional sutures can be placed as needed to obtain the required stability of the construct. The previous steps can then be repeated. The stability and quality of the final construct can be tested using a probe once again. Portals can be closed primarily using adhesive wound closure strips or with simple nylon sutures if the surgeon feels they are necessary. A dry, sterile dressing is applied that facilitates early knee range of motion. Pearls for the technique are listed. Utilizing epinephrine and saline is critical for hemostasis during the repair as it affords a thorough synovectomy, improving overall visualization. Pitfalls are also listed. It is important to have the correct portal placement, especially when utilizing a 0-degree camera, to ensure adequate visualization.